but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready up.
56, Mike, 56. Come on, boy. Come on.
Now. Hey, dude.
Don't be scared.
Go. Big grip.
On first down, Brooks. Open man is Switzer, complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Brooks operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here we go. 180.
Garoppolo on first down. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To throw again on 2nd down. Walker to Michelle on the screen. He'll have a first down past the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 45-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Get it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 62-yard attempt.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Vikings' 48-yard line.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Brooks looking to throw on 2nd down. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st down, Green Bay.
X3. 218, chop. Hey, Charlie.
51 to Mike. 51 to
Go.
Mike. Yeah, I got you. 51 Mike.
Five.
Brooks now on 1st and 10. He'll get this one to Switzer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Here's Bridgewater. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Mike 51. What we got? Mike 51. Let's go.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Hard throw, incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback, Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Big Griffin.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
60 outlaw.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a
Protein
gain
skull.
of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Watch out. Out.
Smooth. I'll go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Doing with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Switch. Hey, alert 3. Under 10. Check nickel. Go. That's mine.
Now Bridgewater. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check. Fresno. He's checking. Crash. Kill. Hey, look at that. Switch gears. Wide. Get wide. Go. Use you. It comes to me. It's me.
And that'll set him back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
152 fighter. Look at me, zipper. Shoot.
Now Brooks to throw. Throwing on first down. He gets it to Thomas. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Go out. Hey. Now.
This is Logan. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. He's got room to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
26, check 26.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
But, gotta get the point. Get the
Two-jet bomber. Fire.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Walker under pressure again, and down he goes again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Walker throwing to start the drive. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal.
Second and goal. At the Packers' 8-yard line.
61, Matchbox Vikes.
Michel going to try again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal.
Hey, high 7. 2.
From the gun, Walker. He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And it's no good. Gonzalez pulled it, and this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing, Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Here's this out for Matthews. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
Let's go, baby.
Ready, set.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Alpha. Get it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. This quarterback now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over, and he's got his guys a first down. Safarian Jenkins has it, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the ground, Michelle. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58.
Bravo.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
5.
On 2nd and 7, Walker going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chop.
Check 13.
Hey, Delta.
Now Brooks, throwing again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Right back to him on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll run again with Pirine.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Check hot route. Hot. Show it up.
Go.
They'll run it here with Pirine. Now Pirine is stripped of the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there. And it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Watch twins.
Yep.
Go back. We got motion. Back up. Mike 56.
Let's go.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Ready to go. 5.
Back to throw. Brooks. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
6-6, bullet hot. Leo.
Hey, turn it up. Check, crunch.
Hey, lock it.
Crunch. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Now a carry for P-Ryan.
Rush in.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Topper.
Your trip is here. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Looking to throw. Brooks. Able to find Switzer. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
First down, Packers.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Bridgewater on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Packers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Anthony Averett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
58, Mike.
Walker on first down. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Walker. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Walker now from the gun, he'll throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Walker. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Walker. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A gain of 32 that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
58 for Mike. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. On 2nd and 10. Walker nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw is Walker, operating from the gun. And he's going to go down again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. That's complete to White. And I think the ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
56. Mike, 56. Right. 56.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. First down, Bridgewater. And he fires one incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that'll bring up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Bridgewater now. Down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Walker. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Walker. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, he'll definitely take them.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Walker throwing on 4th down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He was looking for Matthews that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alpha.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Defense, let's go.
Now Walker from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So the final second.